It's been a while since I've done a video styled like a vlog, but here we are. We are doing it, okay? Like me, I'm assuming that a lot of you guys are self-isolating. If you're not, why? Other than the people that have essential jobs, why are you not self-isolating? I'm judging you. But self-isolating can be, for the people that usually leave the house, unlike me, it can be quite hard. Pretty much, it can be boring, you feel trapped, I understand. Now we're going to, today, try and make light of this situation of being stuck indoors and try and make it a bit fun. I don't know, you might be stuck indoors with your partner, your parents, your whole fam bam, thank you ma'am, your roomies. It doesn't matter who you are with. I mean, it does a little bit, but for this, it doesn't matter. But Thursday, which is today, is usually mine and Matt's date day. We usually go to the movies. We might go out for lunch. It's the day that we spend together, pretty much doing something that we both enjoy. Now, seeing most restaurants are shut and all cinemas are shut, that limits limits our ability to go to the movies ever so slightly, and also go out for lunch. So we've decided to do a date night tonight, but inside. So I am the chef tonight. I have booked a restaurant. Obviously not. You can see the restaurant just over there. It's a table. I'm about to put a reserved for 6 o'clock sign on it. And I am going to make us pizza. We're going to a nice, authentic Italian wood-fired pizza joint with beautiful hand-stretched dough. I'm going to be writing up the menus shortly. And we're going to go all out here. It might even be candlelit. Do I have candles? I do have candles. It might be candlelit. We will see. And then after dinner, we're going to wrap it up and we're going to go to the movies, aka we've brought the spare bed out because this couch is so uncomfortable. We've now got 2 mattresses on the floor that we like to chill on. So we might just watch it on the TV. We've also got a projector. We'll see what happens. But to get started, it is currently like 10 o'clock-ish. I'm not 100% sure. I want to make my dough. Get it started. Takes a while. If you want nice dough, you need to give it a couple of hours. I mean, you probably don't need to give it this long, but I can chuck it in the fridge. It's no problemo. Also, I'd like to say excuse my messy appearance, but I feel like 90% of the people watching me are going to be in the same clothes you've worn at least twice. Hair up in a messy bun that's been washed but not brushed in a couple of days. Don't judge me, okay? I'm in self-isolation. Nobody can see me except for when you film yourself and put yourself on camera and then you're like, maybe I should have put some effort into my look, but ain't nobody got time for that. With that being said, we're gonna get started on some pizza dough. Do I have a correct recipe for this? No. I go by feel, but I know that you'll need some plain flour, a little bit of olive oil, some salt, some sugar, some water, and some dry yeast. Well, this is a different angle. I don't think you've seen this one before. There's a clock. What is the time? 20 to 10. For those of you who never used dry yeast before, this is the bad boy. You technically don't have to activate it, but activating it prior to throwing it in, just make sure that the yeast is still doing its thing, still alive, still gonna make that bread rise. So if you don't do that and you just chuck it in, which you can if you can, but I advise against it. Just, if you're gonna do that, just be prepared that it might fail, but it's not, it's totally fine. You're good, we're good, we're good. So I don't have a Pyrex measuring jug, I know. Who am I? I need to get myself one. But this is like roughly 2 cups of water. I seriously go by feel. You need your water warm though, okay? You don't want it cold. It won't activate the yeast very fast. You don't want it too hot because you will kill the yeast. Look, there's a bit of a fine line, but if you can stick your finger in it and it feels warm to touch, you're pretty much okay. I think like 40 degrees or something like that is ideal. So think of your body. Your body's temperature is what, 37 degrees? I'm talking in Celsius for you non-Australian here, but I'm pretty sure it's only America that doesn't really use Celsius. So for all you Americans, I'm talking in Celsius. So I'm not sure what the conversion is. But you just want to tip that yeast in there. You just want to give it a good stir. Make sure it's all mixed together. Make sure all the yeast is getting into that water, heating up, doing its thing. Now you want to set that aside for 5-10 minutes. You'll see, it'll start to all foam up and you'll have this nice foamy layer at the top. That's when you know that the yeast is, for 1, still doing its thing, still working, still alive, and 2, it's ready to rock and or roll. I highly recommend for this that you do have a hand mix, like a stand mixer, but if you don't, you can do it by hand. It's not a big deal. It just makes your life a little bit easier. So into a nice clean bowl, I'm gonna put like 4 cups of flour. I'm gonna say 4. We'll see how we go. Well, that entire bag just kind of fell in there, and I think it was like 2.5 cups. So into the flour, I'm gonna chuck in a bit of salt. You also want a pinch of sugar. I know. Whew, I nearly dropped the whole bag though. The shock, the horror, a little bit of sugar in pizza dough. Sugar feeds the yeast. Yeast is like a nice little happy pet that lives at a microscopic size. And a little bit of olive oil. Veggie oil will do fine. This isn't necessary, so if you don't have it, don't put it in. Everyone has a different recipe, my dudes. So I'm thinking for the pizza toppings, I'm gonna have a nice garlic. Garlic pizza, just some butter, some garlic, some cheese. Perfecto. No need to tweak that one. Then I have this nice feeling, I mean, we don't have incredible ingredients, like we don't have nice goddamn bocconcini or anything like that, or nice fresh mozzarella, so we're making do with what we've got. I'm not unnecessarily leaving the house to go get 1 or 2 ingredients from the shop. Neither should you guys. So I would recommend giving this a good mix. Chuck it in the mixer, turn the mixer on for a little bit. Preferably with the dough hook. Just to incorporate all the sugar, the salt, the oil, the flour all together so it's not in clumps. You guys, I just witnessed all the yeast from the bottom float up to the top in an explosion, and I'm so annoyed that I didn't film it for you guys, but I will show you in a minute the foamy head that it gets on the top. It is doing its thing. I know that it's activating, but I want to let it do a little bit more. When we moved into this house, it had a nice big blue runner on the table. We got rid of it because we're messy people and we didn't want to get it dirty, but I feel like this is appropriate to make a nice dining table setup. So let me just spin you to the table and we can get it ready. I know it's early, it's like 10 o'clock. He's gonna come home and be like, what the fuck? But it's totally fine. So I made a little card to write reserved on for Matt and Evie. I will make menus later. I will bring you along for that process as well once I've figured out exactly what I'm putting on the pizza. But I just need to make sure that nobody is actually going to take the table that we're going to be taking on, because it's a pretty busy restaurant, I'm not gonna lie. I actually had to get this reservation a month in advance. We usually have nice pens somewhere, but for the life of me, I cannot find them. Okay, don't pick on my writing because I can't write for trash, but just, you probably can't even see it. Reserved, 6 p.m. Matt and Evie on the back. Let's go put it on the table. Now nobody can take this table from us. It's the law. Okay, so the yeast is activating. It's activating quite slowly though. I will show you what I mean by a little bit of foam on the top. I can see that it's bubbling away down there. I know it's activated. I'm not too concerned. So you can kind of see there is a nice little foamy head that wasn't there before. There is still stuff bubbling away down there though, so it's kind of like this weird bacteria lava lamp sometimes. It's kind of nasty. Okay, so gonna want to pour, I'd say start with half the yeast mixed. Don't throw it all in just in case the water is too much, but it is quite a wet dough. You want it nice and sticky. That's just how it is. You don't want a really nice firm tight dough, otherwise it is going to be not as nice. Just not as nice. Just take my word for it. You want it quite a wet dough. Although it is still a bit sticky, it has come together. It is nice and smooth. I'll see if I can show you. It is nice and smooth. It's not like it's lumpy. It's got this nice stretch to it. I'm gonna call it done. Okay, we have the menu in question. I don't know what I did. I just painted on it with some watercolor. But we've got a nice garlic pizza as entree, a margarita, and the chef's special pizza for main, and then popcorn and chocolate for dessert. So it's a set menu. There is no alterations, but it's also free, so win-win really. Okay, so it's been a couple of hours. This is what my bad boy looks like. Look how big he is. Jiggly. Goodness. Okay, but I'm gonna pour that out onto the bench, knock it back, roll it out, and then because I don't need it for another 4 hours or so, I'm gonna chuck it in the fridge so it doesn't keep proving. But I will show you the little table that I've set up. Matt has got the movies organized, he's got the trailers organized, we are prepared. Okay, so I've got myself some lunch. It's just a buffalo chicken wrap and nothing fancy. And it's now after 1 o'clock. Dinner reservation is at 6. So I've got about 5 hours to get ready, so I better get started. Also, I'm kidding, it doesn't take me 5 hours to get ready. But I do have a couple of things that I do want to film, so I might as well get ready now. I'll check back in with you guys when I take the doughs out of the fridge. They'll probably come out at about 4 o'clock because you want them to get back up to room temperature so they can start to then prove again. Okay, so it's about 4:30. I'm about to do my hair. Sorry about the trash lighting. 2 of the lights have blown in this bathroom. It's a shambles. But I'm about to curl my hair. The pizza dough is out of the fridge. It's been out for about an hour. I've just knocked it back. It's resting, ready to puff up again for me to start attacking it in about an hour's time. So with that being said, I'm going to curl my hair, do a little bit of makeup and get ready because Matt should be here, and by should be here I mean he's already here. He should be here by about 5:30 to pick me up to take me to the restaurant. Okay, hair is curled, just letting that set before I brush it out ever so slightly. Let's get on to this face. Let's do it. Excuse me, we're meant to be leaving in 20 minutes. The reservation's in 20 minutes, get dressed. Okay, so I am dressed and ready to go, and I realize now that this light is really orange. How? Why? I apologize, but I am dressed. Head to toe. I've even got heels on. I haven't worn shoes in like a week. I haven't left the house. I haven't had a need to. Usually you wouldn't be dressed quite like this to cook pizza. This is what happens when you're the customer and the chef at the same time. So, my little dough boys are not so little anymore. They have puffed up, they're no longer cold. That is a good sign. I have had the oven on for like 20 minutes heating up. I've got 2 pizza stones in there. If you don't have pizza stones, it doesn't matter, my dudes. Just have a hot oven at least. I'd usually also recommend making your own pizza sauce, but ain't nobody got time for that in lockdown. Jarred stuff, totally fine, totally acceptable. Let's get ready to do it, shall we? Okay, we are gonna get it done here. This lighting is terrible, I'm so sorry. This is what happens in isolation. You do with what you can. It doesn't have to be circle, my dudes. Just enjoy the pizza. Here are the ingredients I prepped earlier. We've got salami, ham, mushrooms, onion and olives, all ready, and also anchovies. Pizza 1 is out of the oven, and I swear to God it's the best thing I've ever made. Look at it. Look at it, it's got that crispy, it looks wood-fired, and I can assure you it's not.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
oh yeah, oh yeah. But like, I'm gonna try and show you the bottom without tipping all the goodies off the top. It's crispy. Okay. Entree is being served. If everyone could please make their way to the table, that would be ideal. And we're bringing out the expensive bubbles for this occasion. I want to enjoy a bit while it's hot before I've got to get back in the kitchen.
Nice. Reserve. Oh, sorry, I should say.
Thank you. He's not flopping! Hot. So hot. My eyes are on fire right now because the oven's so hot. Just another minute or two on that. Just taking the paper out, it's just... Stop that! Time for God. I'll just
Mom's a movie. Better hurry up.
Oh shit, the movie's in 10 minutes. Dinner is done. We are setting up for the movies. Well, I mean, Matt's playing golf, but I've made popcorn. We're snuggled in. Ready for the previews to start in, what time is it? The movie was meant to start 15 minutes ago, but it's fine. They waited for us. And now it's just to kick back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the night. So in classic Evie fashion, I forgot to finish filming date night. So here I am wrapping it up for you guys. A quick summary. After dinner we had the movie, as you saw we watched Fight Club, which was the second time I've seen Fight Club in my life, and if you haven't watched it for the second time, I highly recommend it, because the second time makes a lot more sense than the first time. If you've seen it, you'll understand. If you haven't, do yourself a favor and watch Fight Club. We watched a couple of trailers before the movie. We watched the Rick and Morty season trailer, as well as the Rick and Morty short that came out, as well as some trailers, but there's not a lot going around at the moment as the Rona is taking hold and no movies are being released, so we made do with what we had. The movie then finished. We went to bed to watch another movie and I promptly fell asleep before it even started, so I'd say that's a pretty productive date night, wouldn't you? But thank you guys for coming on our date night with us. It was nice to have you guys as the third wheel. We actually had a blast. It was fun, awkward, and slightly weird having it in your own kitchen table and having to pretend that you're also the chef and also running late for a movie. But love it. Add some theatricals to it. Do it. I highly recommend. And if you guys do of course have your own date nights, I would love to see how they turned out. But thank you guys for coming on this little ISO journey with me. If you did enjoy it, please don't give it a thumbs up is what I just said. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.